Hello Gemini Intuitors, it's Arya here with a reading especially for soulmates and people who are on a soulmate or divine love type of connection. And the time frame that I'm looking at is from December 12 and through December 21, which is a special kind of time portal in this time frame of energy that is coming in that really assists us, aids us in transforming, transmuting, and changing things that we don't really like, things that we don't want in our lives, and being able to just like basically flip the script and turn it into something a lot better. And actually that's what I see happening here in this spread. So I want to just say too though that if this particular reading doesn't resonate with you, check out the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for in your chart. Maybe one of those other readings will really be more for you. And then as always, you can take parts of the reading and reject other parts depending on what you know, because you are your highest guide as far as your own intuition. So let's get right into it here. So I have here some very interesting cards. On the side of this gentleman that's in the picture here, things are not looking so great. Now there's two completely different interpretations for the snake in the coffin, and you know, I think in some situations it'll be one and some it'll be the other, but they're quite different, and you'll know what resonates with your situation the most. So the snake in the coffin can talk about somebody who is facing some kind of bad health, and you know, they're having difficulties with health right now, and then the suggestion is it's really time for them to take some rest. You know, they could have even had a surgery or something and that's laid them low for a while, or they're just having health troubles, and that is really, I feel like it's taking all of their attention and focus right now. So it could even be that this has caused separation between the two of you because we have the mountain here on your side. Now the other implication of this card is that this is someone who is really a lot of trouble, and it is probably best for you to turn your back on this situation with them at this time and to pursue your own interests. So I'm not going to say that this reading is all about saying, oh, this person is not a good person in your life, it's time for you to leave them. I think that that could be the case for some people, and if that is you, you'll know that it's you. But in the case of probably most of you who are watching, if it is about this person really being kind of toxic, and because we have the coffin there as well, just kind of saying it's time for a break. It's time for, you know, having a break between the two of you, and it actually will, you know, yield good things. So you kind of take this side of the spread, apply what most, you know, resonates with you, and then let's go ahead and look at what's going on over here with this person. And everything else is very positive, so I feel like whatever the case is over here, we have a very good outcome for it, from it. So the star and the tree and the mountain, first of all, the card in the middle, we'll look at this as kind of the central point of this little spread, and the tree is all about things that really, you know, develop over time, take a long time to grow, but they're always very positive, and very good things come from the tree. I even look at the tree as about, you know, our very deep soul life lessons, you know, that we came here to learn and grow from. So it's just about, overall, it's a positive growth because the trees are growing, but it can just take time to get through a lot of the things that the tree represents, you know, like the rings on a tree. So it's very slow in developing over time. The mountain is about blocks, and like I said, I do feel like there is something that's in the way, blocking between the two of you, and it could be the way that what they're going through, or else the way they're being is what's putting a block, but you're really feeling that block the most. Like, I feel like their attention is really not even toward this side here, but regardless, there is a blockage there. But the star is an incredibly positive card. It basically is saying that something is good is going to happen. One meaning about this too, in addition to just being blocks, is it can actually be distance, and so there can be physical distance from you, or else it's kind of emotional distance. But regardless, the star just turns this all around and says that the star has the ability to dissolve the blocks that the mountain represents, whether it's distance or emotional blockage or whatever. It also is saying that there's a very good opportunity for you to pursue at this time in maybe a place that's distant. So for some of you, you might actually be experiencing you know, something coming up that is, you know, in another state or another country or at a distance from you, and it really has to do with kind of like the things that are for your long-term development, and it's good for you to consider that. It's very positive right now. So if you have something coming up, maybe while this person is dealing with the stuff with their health issues, or if they're just dealing with their own some things inside of them that are being toxic for your relationship, if you have an opportunity to go, you know, maybe do a self-development kind of course over, you know, at a distance, maybe you're looking at going to a seminar or something, it looks like that would be a good time for that. Now, this is the energies of what's happening between the two of you, and we see very positive things here. So, first of all, the letter being in the middle, this is all about communications of some kind that will really play a big important role with whatever is developing in the near future between the two of you, or even currently right now. Now, in combination with the garden, we'll start with the garden and the key, and this is about having some kind of important meeting, because the garden is about a public place and meeting people, you know, being together with people. It's about, you know, social networking and that kind of thing, and the key saying it's very important. So you may be meeting some people in, you know, some way, and it could even go back into like the seminar that I was talking about that some of you might be wanting to take, and that could be really key even for your development of and furthering of your connection with the soulmate, for you to you know, there's something in this social setting is really going to be either for him or for you, or you or them, whichever side you're resonating with. And so that's going to be really key. And the letter with that is an invitation about going to an event or a place. Maybe it's even a news bulletin or an announcement or something that comes along that gives you, you know, the information about this. And again, it just, the suggestion is that it is very good. The key and the letter together means that good news arrives and, you know, comes to you, and it shows it's very successful. So like because especially it's on this person's side over here, whether this is you or them that's going through the really hard time, the toxic situation, the health issues, that there will be some kind of news that comes in that is key in helping move you through and beyond this stage and into something more positive, that even actually is going to end up connecting with the soulmate over here. And it also is even just about getting access to a resource. So it could be that this person also, you know, maybe they'll go to that seminar retreat or something with you, and it will help them with whatever they're dealing with, whether it's a health issue or something else. It also, the letter and the key can even just be about like somebody that passes a test, and you know, that's a good successful thing. So even if it's like maybe the two of you with what's going on right now, you pass a test and you know, there's success in that. So let's just pull a few cards really quickly for the each side here. I want to see a little bit more about what's going on. So it's interesting that in spite of this negativity, we actually get the Ace of Cups, and I just have to say that my experience over and over with soulmate, deep love connections, twin flame connections has been that, you know, you can go through some really difficult times, some toxic, you know, even there's separation, distance or whatever between the two of you. It can feel like it's just insurmountable obstacles, but in the end, there really is love there. And so this is really a beautiful thing to see in light of this, you know, these kind of negative cards, to see there really is love there between you and this person. So if you're feeling right now that this person is blocked off from you, there is love. And the Two of Wands is showing that they are actually recognizing and seeing the possibilities, and kind of like the light, you know, breaking through. I feel like whatever's been going on here, they're just about to come out of it. They're just about to get this key, you know, to unlock, and that's kind of what this card here is about, the Two of Wands. It's really about seeing the possibilities and things, and so it does seem like things are about to shift, and that really is what this time frame is about being able to take negative things and shift them over into something positive. And there's just assurance here with the Six of Cups that they truly are your soulmate. And that card has been coming up a lot, so I decided I would do these soulmate readings, and then that card just has popped up in at least half of them. Now, I already designated it as a soulmate reading, but it's just nice to see it come up. Somebody here is moving on from something, and I do feel like it is this person here from this you know, whatever's been kind of been toxic, been difficult for them, they're ready to move on from it. So here I have, let's take a look here. We have the Magician that comes up in the middle, and I do feel like that is kind of like this ability to, you know, shift and change the energies right now and change, you know, something negative into something positive, to change separation and them going through a hard time into something more positive. I feel like this is just coming up and saying it's just something you don't see right now, and you might be in this situation and you don't, you know, like it just doesn't seem like there's going to be a change in it, but it really will. I definitely see that as there's going to be a change. So in the meantime, you know, this is a Gemini, but the Queen of Wands comes up, and I think it's just really about being in your power and your passion, and going after what it is that you know, you're passionate about and what drives you. And that's, you know, kind of like, in a sense, like the best advice of what kind of you know, frame of mind to be in. And I have the Nine of Pentacles, which does talk about being alone and being single. So I do feel like, you know, it is resonates with the separation that might be going on between the two of you at this time. But again, I see very positive things coming. So you don't really need to worry about things. And I think that a lot of times that's kind of a key to how to have success in a relationship. Sorry about my puppy and my daughter walking by in the background. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the reading. Have a really great time. If you have questions or comments, if you would like to have some more insights about this particular reading, write a question in the comment section below, and I will pull some cards and reply to that, and I'll see you around.